And 1.
And 2. And 3. What is going on, Coastal Worldwide? Guys, welcome home. Today, Blaine and myself are at a random baseball park, and we're about to spool up all of the Okuma reels that we got in. We did a video doing an unboxing of all these reels and some of the rods you got, or that we got, that you won't see in this video. So if you guys want to see the unboxing video, go check it out. But we got our order of tight line braid in. The shipment came in. So we asked you guys, do you guys want to see a spooling video? You guys said yes on the Instagram story and on the YouTube video. So here we are, we're doing it. Today, we're gonna spool up 2 Alijos 16s, 2 Inspira 3000s, 2 Makira 30 IISEAs, 2 Makira IISEA 20s, and then we've got the Makira 50 wide that we're gonna spool for swordfish. I know that may seem like a lot, but each time we pick up a new reel, we're gonna tell you guys what we're spooling it with, how much we got on the reel, and what our planned application is going to be, because all these reels right here have a purpose, and we've got a line counter today.
Finally.
But before we get into it, is it Rapala or is it Rapala? Because there's only one answer, and it's Rapala.
It's Rapala. It is Rapala.
No, it is Rapala. But now I've got you on video saying it's Rapala. And I will hold that against you to the day you no, I'm just kidding. No. Since the Alijos are on top here, we're gonna go ahead and start it out. Blaine, you wanna tell them about this PCH custom rod right here? It's the PCH custom series.
Yeah, so essentially we got this rod for tuna fishing because this is what Joe V2 uses on the shelf bite every year. So he has introduced this rod to us, but when we got it in our hands, we thought, what a perfect match for our land-based kingfish, sailfish setup, blackfin, whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, we were really hoping we would be able to do, we're definitely going to be able to do kingfish from the beach, or at least give a good hand at it. We did it last year on like a random day before a shark fishing trip, just to experiment and see if it was possible. We figured out it's possible. It's spring right now, so coming up soon, the kingfish will be running the beach. We should be able to do land-based kings with these reels, land-based sailfish possibly in the fall, all from the Panhandle beach here, and then maybe in the wintertime, blackfin tuna from the beach. I think that will be much harder, mainly because kayak fishermen are all over the blackfin bite, and I don't want to send a bait 800 yards with a nice, set rig that we use for live bait and everything, and then have a kayaker get tangled up in it.
And then we might also be using our 30s for that as well. Instead of the Alijos, these might be just kingfishing reels.
And sailfish, maybe? Who knows?
Maybe sailfish.
But yeah, when we get to the 30s, we got another land-based mission there. But first, let's get the Alijos out. We're gonna be spooling it with 40-pound braid. Now, ideally for the boat or for tuna fishing, we put 80-pound braid on here, but 40-pound braid is gonna be for the land-based stuff only. So it'll be nice not to mix and match our boat combos that we use offshore with things that get sand on them. So land-based setup, let's do it. 40-pound braid. Peel off our Made in the USA sticker. A lot of people ask us about Tightline braid. Why do we use it? Do we trust it? Do we actually like it? We are sponsored by Tightline braid, but we are sponsored by every single company we're sponsored by for a reason. I would never, ever, ever say yes to a company just because we got some sort of discount or some sort of sponsorship or free products. At the end of the day, we do fish full-time for a living. We do travel to some pretty incredible locations, and we're very fortunate, Blaine and myself. So I would never go out sword fishing, tuna fishing, end up in jigging in Ecuador, whatever it is, with a product that I didn't actually believe in, because at the end of the day, like when Chris in Ecuador, for example, hooked the only giant 60-pound broomtail grouper that we caught on the trip, if we broke off and lost the fish, it would be actually more detrimental to our business to use a product that would end up hindering our end result that we wanted than just to pay for braiding itself. So yes, I would never put the faith of the giant fish that we are chasing in our little boat or traveling all over the world with in the hands of a company that we didn't believe in. So I don't know, sometimes I think it's weird that people question it, but it is what it is, right? So I do 2 wraps on the spool right there, and then just do a simple overhand knot with a nice short-ish tag end. And essentially Blaine's got a tag end, and he's just going to take the slack, roll it over the tag end, and that should be good to start it off. But a little pull test, nothing slipping there, under some direct pressure, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna get a dowel and spool, and we're gonna start spooling this girl up. This is a nice opportunity right here to do a little bit of a sponsorship plug. Coastal Worldwide hooded performance shirts that I'm wearing right here, protecting me from the sun today so I don't get sunburned. These shirts are awesome, and they're great. You should buy them so we can keep paying the power bill, brother. No, but seriously, I do like these shirts a lot. They're the same performance shirts as we have that are non-hooded, and then we just got the same shirts in hooded. And boom, we've got a hood. The other thing I wish they had is the JYG shirts had face masks on them, and those are pretty sick. Even if you don't wear the face mask, it comes up on your neck and it kind of protects your neckage. Also, shark fishing trips for April, if it's probably gonna be April by the time this video launches. We only have 3 spots left in April if you guys want to do shark fishing trip with Blaine and myself. And then on May 15th, Blaine and I no longer run the beach for the summertime, so then you guys have to work with Payson and Doc. So those guys are great.
Hey.
Sorry. How's our meters going, brother?
359 meters, sir.
How far did you get?
458 meters.
Sir. Man, your line lays impeccable.
Thanks, man.
Oh, this 40 pounds kind of thin.
Yep. It's almost like it's 40 pounds.
All right, y'all. 1,200 meters on the Alijos. And that's Mr. Blaine. Kind of goes without saying, but you shouldn't just reel your tag in through here if you're gonna store it. I always try to tie them up just because it can double underneath of itself in slack, and then next thing you know, you set a bait and your braid is underneath the other braid, which is obviously gonna end in a cutoff. 1,200, so 1,312 yards on that. So the Alijos 16 with room for top shot, short top shot, can hold 1,200 or 1,300 yards of 40-pound braid, just in case you wondered. All right, so we've got both Alijos spooled right here. We've got like 1,252 yards or something like that estimated because the line counter reset on us, and then I've got 1,152 yards or meters definitely on there. So both of them right around like 1,200. I think there's like 1,300 yards on this one and like 1,200 yards on this one or something like that. So those guys are good to go, loaded with 40 land-based kingfish setups, maybe sailfish, maybe blackfin tuna. And then Blaine is in the harness right now with the 50 wide, 3,051 yards of 80-pound 8-strand tightline braid in black. We're going to be spooling the 50 wide for sword fishing. So this guy's gonna get filled all the way up. That way, if we go somewhere deep, we will be good to go. In the Gulf, we're normally fishing like 1,100 feet to like 2,000 feet, but we may be going to some cool locations in the next 12 months, like Ecuador, to try to figure out sword fishing at a brand new location. We have no idea what we're gonna be in for. So the 50 wide's filled all the way up with 80-pound braid will be very nice. So Blaine's gonna rock it in the harness for the first little bit. We've got the Rapala line counter on there, and I'm going to sit down with the spool. Let's do it, baby. We got 1,231 meters on there, so roughly like a little over 1,300 yards there. So good stuff. Will be good for a daytime sword fishing reel, no problem. 80-pound braid, we can put around 22, 25 pounds of drag at strike. Obviously, when we drop down, the spool will be lower, so you get an increase of drag the lower spool you get. So far the Alijos land-based king fishing reels are done. Our second sword rod is done. Our other 50 wide is spooled up with the same thing, 80-pound braid, around 1,300 yards. It's already at the house, so now we have a tip rod and a buoy rod, which would be nice for daytime swords. So next, what do you want to get after, Blaine?
I guess the 30s.
The 30s. All right, the dirty 30s. Let's do it. All right, y'all. So we just finished up the Makaira 30 80-pound braid. You can see there's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of room. Let's make sure this focuses here. There's a tiny bit of room for top shot right there. Not too much, but we decided to leave a little bit in case we did. This is our land-based tarpon setup, so we're gonna try for land-based tarpon with these guys. 1,000 meters flat. So that is pretty dang good for a 30 size reel. Obviously for tuna fishing, you could put like 750 meters of 80, have a nice top shot. So for those of you guys who are looking for some big game reels, the Makaira 30, fantastic. But we are moving on to the Makaira 20. Very excited about these size reels. These are sick, sick little reels. This is not the rod we're gonna be putting it on in the end, but this is just for spooling purposes today to not bring all the rods. But 80-pound braid, tight line going on here. We're gonna see exactly how much we can get on there. Be good to go, baby. Let's go. I'm actually pretty pleased with this. Makaira 20, room for top shot, room for small top shot, 80-pound or 100-pound, 80-pound braid, 700 meters. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I'm really curious. What do you got? 770 is what my guess is.
I am going to guess 812.
700 flat. 765 yards.
Dang.
Dang. All right. That's it. So we got the one reel left, the Okuma Inspira 3000. We're going to go ahead and do that real quick. But overall consensus, 1,200 meters and some change on the 50 wide of 80-pound braid, 1,300 yards basically on the Alijos with 40-pound braid, 1,000 meters of 80-pound braid on the Makara 30, 700 meters with room for a little bit of top shot on the Makara 20 with 80-pound braid. And then we're gonna put, I think it's 30-pound braid on the Okuma Inspira 3000. That will do the sets. We still have another 20 to spool. We still have another 30 to spool, but we've been here for like hours and hours. So we're probably not gonna worry about that today. We're probably not gonna put the other ones in the video because it's redundant. But these guys, the 20s, will be for yellowfin tuna, live baiting and chunking out at the rig. So we'll have two 20s. We already have two 16s that are spooled with 700 yards of 65-pound braid. So we'll now have two 16s and two 20s for live baiting and for chunking yellowfin tuna offshore. So we can go with 4 rods. We can have one with like 60-pound fluoro, 2 with 80, and maybe one with a 100-pound leader, which will be pretty nice. So you don't have to change leaders a bunch. You can just turn around, grab a heavier or a lighter leader setup if you need. That'll be super dope. Obviously, the 30s, like I said, land-based tarpon. Hopefully we can get that done this summer. And then the 16s, once again, kingfish. And then the Inspiras will probably be for like any sort of sabiki rigging, inshore fishing, red fishing, yeah, throwing spoons from the beach, like whatever it is, light gear stuff. So
Inspira. Sorry.
No, it's cool. Keep singing.
Inspira.
Oh man, the Inspiras inspire me to catch.
Okuma.
This is that ASMR unboxing. Dude, you are weird. See, Okuma Inspira here on the JYG Shore Pro rod. We actually really like these rods. Super cheap, light inshore rods. We have taken these things all over the place. A little JYG Shore Pro plug for you if you want an inshore rod that's really nice, really light, and really affordable. JYG Shore Pro plug. Plug the sponsors. Plug. Hey, you guys should check out Okuma too. Thailand braid.
Pimio.
Oh, perfect.
Toy tools.
Oh yeah, toy tools. Yeah, new plug. I did not need to put the gloves on for this. Is it counting?
It is counting.
I mean, we do already have 2 Inspiras. I just wanted some more inshore reels. Wow, I just had to destroy the box like that. All right, y'all. It is the end of the video. Like I said, we didn't get the other 30 or the other 20 spooled. So we only have the 30 to spool. Today, 2 Alijos, 2 20s, 2 30s, 2 Inspira 3000s. Just to go over it one more time. 40-pound braid, 1,300 yards on the Alijos 16. On the 30s, 1,000 meters of 80-pound braid. On the 20s, 700 meters of 80-pound braid. Yep. And then on the 50 wide, we've got 1,300 meters or 1,300 yards about of 80-pound braid with room for a sword fishing leader, which is significantly more. And then, you know, we're going to be using the Alijos for kingfish from the beach, most likely. Topical species target, and then tarpon from the beach with the 30s is going to be a go this year. We don't get tarpon as close as South Florida guys do in casting distance. They're like 200 to 300 yards off the beach, so we're hoping we can do one land-based. It'd be pretty cool for our area. Yeah. And then the 20s are just going to be another bigger set of live baiting and chunking tuna reels for offshore fishing. Then the Inspiras will be sabiki reels / inshore fishing guys. Yep. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the spooling video. We do have a few more like how-to videos coming up, things that we're going to be going through, things that are coming in that we want to go ahead and show you guys before we get them out in the field. And then there will be some more out in the field, regular offshore fishing, shark fishing, from the beach fishing videos. It's spring. It's going into a transition period where today it's kind of cool. Tomorrow's going to be warm. And in the next few months, it will be ramping up. In less than a month now, 3 weeks, we leave for Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Dude, we're so excited for that. This year, we're taking Payson from Copperwoods. Taking Payson from Copperwoods. He's going to come film for us. So we're going to have an actual film guy on the boat. 3 days, Panga, Mexico. Puerto Vallarta is a sick fishery, 120 miles offshore, 3 days straight on the Panga. Eat, sleep, poop on the boat. And it's going to be epic. That tuna fishery is insane. Jigging fishery, insane. Carlos, awesome. Adrian, Tanque, Diego, all the guys, super sick, and it's just it's a good vibe, it's a great scenery, and the fishery itself is amazing, so I'm over the moon about that one. So we're trying to get a lot of stuff done so we can schedule out videos so we don't leave you guys in the dark. Just don't want to get home and rush it. I want to do the video justice, and I want you guys to watch a nice production. So hope you guys enjoyed this. A little bit long-winded, I apologize for that, but hopefully it was informational and you guys got something out of it. So we'll catch you guys on the next one, baby.